Good morning. Oh my goodness. So I wanted to touch on something. Some of you have seen my shorts. I've gotten quite a bit of feedback, like just from several platforms, whether it's from Instagram, TikTok. And here's what I want to ask. If you like any of the stuff I post, please share it. I'm just here to bring awareness, not really to create conflict or anything between anybody. But I recently made a post and I've been getting just a lot of comments about it as far as calling ourselves victims. And here's what I want to touch on it. I have been involved in a few relationships where I was what I call a participant in domestic violence. I was not the aggressor. And here's the reason why I call myself the participant. At some point throughout these relationships, I understood and I realized, okay, I am being abused. I'm being put down. I'm not happy. This isn't the life I want. I'm living in fear. Whatever that is, at some point, it clicked. The moment it clicks, I'm no longer a victim. I am now participating. I could stay there because of fear. I could cater to that person because of fear, but I am now participating so that I can alter the way that they react with me. And that's where I tell a lot of people, don't throw this word victim out so loosely, because the victims didn't make it. Those are the real victims. But when we actually understand, okay, this isn't aligning with who we are trying even to keep the peace, even not arguing or setting boundaries with that person. That is participating. That is not us being victims. You can't keep staying in a situation and keep calling yourself a victim, which that brings me to a post I made yesterday. Quit throwing that word out. It's also, if you think about it, it also makes us women look as very weak. We're not victims. If you did go through a relationship with domestic violence, it's not good or bad. There's no emotion tied to it unless you put an emotion tied to it. The things I went through, I'm like, how was I going to know what a bad relation or what a good relationship is unless I went through a bad one? And I get it. We all want to have it so figured out. We want to be like, you know what? We got out of high school. We got our career. We've got our man. Like, we got all that shit, right? But it's not that it's not realistic. It's just we haven't been intentional with that. That's just what we've been told. Even though sometimes that's not even where we want to go. How many times have we been told, go to school, do this, do that. And then once we do, we're like, we didn't even want to do this. And that's where people get confused. And it's like, throughout these lessons, they're teaching us something. I get it. They taught us how to love. They taught us how to forgive. They taught us sacrifice. They taught us what we deserve and what we don't. So we can either hold on to it and be like, it was the other person, or we could hold ourselves accountable and be like, wait a minute. This is my life at the end of the day. The other person right now doesn't even exist. This, my life right now. What did I do? And once you hold yourself accountable, you're like, why did I do that stuff? Because I think back, let's be honest, ladies. I think back to the times I stayed in those relationships, and why I stayed because I wanted them to love me. I wanted them to change for me. And one day it just clicked and I'm like, why does it have to be this person? Why can't it be someone else, Martha? Why does it have to be this person that you want to love you so bad? And you know what it was? I didn't love myself. In my eyes, I'm like, wait a minute. I was told as a kid that if I don't stick it out with this person, I failed. As Latinas, we're told that. Oh, there she goes. She's going on to the next. It says this, and that about her. What are the tias going to say? Instead of actually saying, you know what? Chinga su madre. It's okay. Hey, that one didn't work out. Keep going. It's not about, oh, great. I only got one shot. Throw in the towel. The life's over. That's it. No. Keep challenging yourself. Like, as women, we are so much stronger than that. So don't throw that word out, victim. Just, I did encounter, relationship with domestic violence. Was it nice? No. Did it make me understand and feel so much? Oh, heck yeah. Does it make me relatable? Yes. Yes, it does. Do people want to frown upon it and judge me? Of course they do. But you know what? At the end of the day, when someone else goes through that, I can relate to them. I can help them out. Okay? Because a piece of paper isn't going to make you relatable. It's actually having felt it, okay, gone through it. And it's not a bad thing, because I think if I can help other women through my experiences, then why wouldn't I do that? So I tell people, like, think about why we do the things we do, because as women, we also want to be appreciated. We want to be loved. And sometimes we want to fix others in order to feel loved and appreciated. And that is exactly why we need to invest in our personal development. Okay, we need to invest in that self-love. And we need to understand that life is about experiencing it. All these different emotions, all these different things that we go through. If I had somebody tell me, if you knew you were going to get 100 closed doors before the 101 is like the best, would you go running? Yeah, you would, because you would know what to expect. Alrighty, so I want to leave you guys with that note. Please share this. Let's get other moms on board. Obviously, I'm here to help moms. Our mindset is like the thing that is not invested in. And that is like the strongest muscle that we have between our mindset and our faith. That is what we should be exercising every darn day. And it's absolutely priceless. Alrighty, so if you found this of value, please share it, subscribe, send it to whoever. Alrighty, and I hope you have an amazing day.